Hi, my name is Ben Kamla, and I am interviewing with KPMG for a tax internship position.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
Ben, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Why do you feel that you're qualified for this position?
I feel that I'm qualified for this position because I'm very interested in it. I'm dedicated and determined to know more about this position and the company as a whole. And I know that there will be challenges in this position in the future, but that's what I will thrive on to do better.
Okay. Have you ever had a conflict with a boss or professor, and how was it resolved?
Yes, there have been some disagreements in the past through work, but the situation was I worked on a team with two other people, and we were assigned this project, and we had deadlines, and we were able to finish well ahead of time. We did a great job, and then when the supervisor asked one of my teammates about it, she came across as taking full responsibility for all of the work that was done, and I was offended, and so was my other teammate. So later that day I had the opportunity to talk to the other girl about it and tell her that we did not appreciate her taking all the credit for our group work that we had done together. And she had no idea that she came across that way. So ever since then, we worked on several projects, and she's made it a point to mention how we work as a whole, and I also try and talk about our group work, and so does the other girl. So we just make a conscious effort to let our supervisors know that it is a group project.
Okay. What kinds of people do you have difficulties working with?
I have found through work and volunteering that I have difficulty working with people who complain a lot. So I know that there are very difficult situations, and we're always going to be faced with challenges, and some are more difficult than others, but I try to look at the positive in things, because complaining about them will get you nowhere in life and just make that situation 10 times worse. So I try to look at the positive things and also remind others to look at the positive as well.
Okay. What is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness would probably be that I have trouble telling people no. If I have a ton of work to do and assignments and someone else comes to me for help, I feel that I need to help them. So I'll put my stuff aside so I can help them with whatever they need. And that's great. I love helping others, but sometimes that affects my work, and I may not finish a project in time because of it. So instead, I need to take a step back and plan certain times to help that person, just to make sure that I can spend enough time on my work and make sure my work is done by the deadline, and then I can help whoever needs to be helped.
Okay. What are you passionate about?
I am most passionate about helping others and volunteering in the community. Ever since I was young, I started volunteering in middle school and have continued volunteering to this day. Probably my most memorable and rewarding experience was in high school through a program called Students Serving Students, and that every day I was given the opportunity to work with our special ed class for an hour, and because of that I got to know the students on a personal level and actually become their friend, and I enjoyed that experience the most out of everything.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.